Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Friday night for the Front Row Esports Next Gen Cup Series. Tonight, we're coming at you live from Richmond International Speedway down in Richmond, Virginia. Now, 200 laps tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a long one. We're going short track racing here with the Next Gen Cup Series. 200 laps. Stage 1 is going to end on lap number 40 with stage 2 completing at lap 100. And then we're going to have a 100 lap race to the finish. 75% fuel. I'm not sure how many laps these guys can go on fuel exactly. Didn't get that information before the race, so we're going to have to keep an eye out and kind of keep track here together tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to see what the pit stop strategies are going to be. And are we going to get a couple of cautions besides the stage cautions? Are we going to be seeing that here tonight? Top times, as always, are at the top of your board right now, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Carroll and the number 97 is fastest with a 21.92. Remember, this is a open setup league, everybody. These guys have been making adjustments for the past, I'd say, 2 hours, working on these race cars, getting them ready to go here tonight. I would also like to point out, if you go to the homepage of True Sim Productions here on YouTube, there is now a new True Sim Productions community Discord link. If you want to click that and join the community Discord, go right ahead. We're starting that. That's a new thing we're starting. We want to get the fans more involved with the channel. So hopefully we see a bunch of you guys in there in the near future. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting word from race control. It's time to head down trackside for pre-race ceremony. So if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, I say it every broadcast, go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. Right now, drivers are heading into qualifying. They got 5 minutes to lay down 2 laps. Kyle, the Wildman Wellman's going to be one of the first drivers out on track, along with the number 71 of Adam Thompson. Adam Thompson's been a heavy hitter here in this series since the very first race. Let's see what he can do here tonight. So down in a 1 and 2, he's going to enter a little bit higher, kind of pull that race car down near the bottom of the racetrack, coming out of the corner, get a little bit of a straighter shot, and then to the bottom side of the racetrack here in turns 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 and across the line for his first lap here. He's going to go top of the board with a 22.02 for the number 71 of Adam Thompson. Wildman Wellman goes second fastest with a 22.12, then Jeremy Richmond with a 22.24. We're still taking a look at the number 71 of Adam Thompson. Out of turn number 4 and across the line here for his second lap. Gets into the outside retaining wall. Was a little bit quicker, but not by much. So Adam Thompson holds on to provisional pole right now. Let's see who else we got out there. How about the number 46 of Larry Bell? Out there just took the green flag for his qualifying run. Out of turn number 4 for his first lap. Across the line, he's going to go 11th fastest with a 22.75. Enters a little high there in 1 and 2. Pulls it down the racetrack to get a good run down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 and across the line for Larry Bell. A little bit slower, 22.82 that lap, currently P12 on the charts. Adam Thompson holding on to provisional pole right now. Tom Freitas finishing up his qualifying run with a 22.25. So we got about 2 minutes left to go here in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. And Chris Carroll in the number 97 quick time, a 21.99 for the 97 of Chris Carroll. Brian Zimmerman out on track. Brian Zimmerman sitting P12 on the board right now. Cross line for Zimmy. I don't think he's going to improve on this lap. He does not. Steven Johnson still sitting on pit road, maybe waiting for a little bit more cloud cover here as you see the track getting some shadows on it, so it's going to cool down a little bit, add a little bit more grip out there. About a minute left to go here in qualifying. If he's going to go, he better go now. Go, Steven. How about the 33 of Elliott Drummond coming in late with a 21.97. Good lap for the number 33 of Elliott Drummond. That put him on provisional pole right now with 30 seconds left to go here in qualifying. And that's going to wrap up qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Elliott Drummond's going to take the pole late. So good lap by the number 33. As it's time to start going through that grid, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why it says Atlanta 130. We ain't in Atlanta. Let's go ahead and fix that. There we go. Richmond 200, Elliott Drummond's going to be starting on the pole here this evening in the number 33, with Chris Carroll starting to his outside in second. Adam Thompson's going to be rolling off in third, with Kyle the Wildman Wellman starting in fourth. Tanner Marr is going to be rolling off P5, with Jeremy Richmond to his outside in sixth. Tom Freitas is going to be starting in seventh, with Chris Spencer rolling off eighth. Ryan Rose is going to be starting in ninth position, with Nicholas Lamb starting in 10th. Carl Lindstrom is going to be starting in 11th, with Brian Zimmerman to his outside in 12th. Michael Wood in the 99 is going to be starting in 13th, with Derek Wynn to his outside in 14th. Larry Bell is going to be starting P15, with Philip Molinax starting in 16th. Chummy Miller is going to be rolling off in 17th, with Steven Johnson starting in 18th. Ronnie Morrison is going to be starting in the 19th position, with Tyler Clemis starting in 20th. Dustin Lamb is going to be starting 21st, with Kyle Clark in 22nd. And Kyle Clark, ladies and gentlemen, does round out your field this evening for the Richmond 200 here. The Front Row Esports Next Gen Cup Series on a Friday night. So that is a good point. Hey, Raymond Herdina, we see you out in chat, brother, and we are going to give you a shout out. Everybody congratulate the driver of the number 87, Raymond Herdina. Could not join us this evening. His daughter was born this afternoon, and a big congratulations from True Sim Productions, Raymond. Good job, man. We hope to see you next week. As we are just waiting here, it looks like we might have had a driver have some issues getting his car out on the starting grid as pace car does start to roll off here. All right, so the flagman giving these drivers the signal, 2 laps to the green flag here. Elliott Drummond, Chris Carroll on the front row. In a hockey tournament this weekend, or I'd show them how it's done here. Should be back next week. Need 4X Racing. Have a good show. We see you out there, JRS Racing. Thank you very much for tuning in. As we get the 1 to go signal from the flagman here, drivers are going to get ready to go 200 laps. Remember, stage 1 ends on lap 40. Stage 2 going to end on lap 100. Then we're going to have a 100 lap race to the finish. Down into turns 3 and 4. The pace car is going to go ahead and head down pit road. First start in the hands of the flagman coming out of turn number 4. We are green flag racing here at Richmond. Chris Carroll got a really good launch there as we go barreling down into turns 1 and 2. Trying to take advantage of that high line, kind of pinch Elliott down on the bottom. Going to be hard to get down on the power coming out of turn 2. It's a very awkward exit, as they're still side by side for the race lead. Teammate of Chris Carroll, that's Kyle Wildman Wellman right behind him in third, trying to go ahead and push him along. Lap 2 of 200 here tonight. Still side by side as they come out of turn number 2. Chris Carroll and Elliott Drummond fighting for the race lead. Drummond trying not to give it up, whereas Carroll is doing the same. Carroll fighting hard on that outside lane. He's got a good run coming out of turn number 4. Big checkup. We got a car spinning in the back there coming out of 4. Not sure who that was. It's like Ryan Rose stopped on the track. Michael Wood. Looks like that might be Chummy Miller sitting there as well. Maybe that's Nicholas Lamb. Yeah, that's the 5 of Nicholas Lamb. Sorry about that. So let's go back, see if we can't get a peek at what happened. Ooh, was there maybe a little bit of contact here? Let's go back. Wrong one. There we go. We'll back it up here. It doesn't look like it. There might have been on entry here. Let's see. So the 83 kind of shows the nose there. Goes down into the corner. Yeah, the 83 just gets into the left rear of the 58. Ooh, 58. And that's the thing with these cars, ladies and gentlemen. They are very easy to overcorrect into the outside wall. So he's very lucky that that car did not shoot up into the outside wall. Going to be under the first caution here tonight. And Chris Carroll did have the advantage over the 33. So it is showing Chris Carroll the race leader. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed it, always tune in to True Sim Productions on Facebook and on YouTube for the Front Row Esports Pit Party. That's hosted by Tanner Marr and league owner Tom Friedis. They do a little bit of a pre-race show before every race here Friday night, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, remember, everybody, tomorrow night we are going to be back doing the Dirt Series here for Front Row Esports. So that's going to be street stocks and big block modifieds tomorrow night starting at around 7 p.m. Eastern. That's when the lobby's going to open, and we're going to go live probably around 7:30-ish. So hopefully everybody tunes into that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss a race. We're live at least 5 days a week here on True Sim Productions. Lights are going to go out on the pace car. We're going to go back under the green flag once again here. Chris Carroll going to be able to fire them off in the restart zone coming out of turn number 4. Pace car pulls down pit road in the restart zone. Chris Carroll fires them off. We're back underway. Good jump for the number 42 right there. He's going to be able to clear the 33 before we even get into turn 1. Chris Carroll also got a really good jump as well. Oh, Wellman's going to get loose off the corner. Did he save it? No caution. Incredible save by Wellman. Let's go ahead and see if we just can't back it up real quick, because we kind of missed it. I couldn't click on him quick enough there. I mean, just comes off the corner. Big sideways down, almost on, oh, barely kisses the inside wall. He brings it back up on the track, but was still rolling. Doesn't bring out a caution. We stay green. Unfortunately for Wellman, going to lose all that track position. However, we do have a stage caution here coming at lap 40. It's a good way for him to be able to catch back up. Fastest lap of the race thus far, Chris Carroll, a 22.34. That time by. Elliott Drummond a little bit slower with the 22.41 as we go on board with Chris Carroll. Lap 10 of 200 complete here at Richmond. Still a long way to go. 30 laps till we complete the stage, and everybody seemed to have single filed out just a little bit. Looks like we have a taker to the high line back there. I'm not sure who that was. I believe that's Clemens. Looks like he might just be kind of feeling out the car right now. Kind of got into practice late. So maybe just letting these guys by, just trying to figure out what that race car is going to do right off the get-go. Which is a smart move, right? If you don't know how your car is going to handle, the best thing to do is just kind of ride it out. You know you're going to get a caution here on lap 40, so you got time to kind of figure out what kind of adjustments you're going to throw at it when you come down pit road. Back up to the front, Chris Carroll has extended his lead out to about 0.7 of a second over Elliott Drummond, who is running in second. Then we go back to third place. Jeremy Richmond having a good run, up 3 spots since the start of this race. And the number 98 Chevy Camaro. And then we said it at the beginning of the race, that number 71. Now, we've seen his cars sort of come in late in the run. Same with that number 21 of Chris Spencer. As you see Spencer working all over the back bumper of the 71, but we're going to be under caution once again. I have to go back and take a look to see what happened. It's like they're coming out of, Clemens. Now see, we were just talking about him. I feel like might have jinxed him just a little bit there. So I'm sorry, Tyler. Did not mean to jinx you. But just gets loose, and there's the overcorrection, right? Probably didn't mean to overcorrect it, right, ladies and gentlemen? But with these cars, when you counter steer to correct that car, it is very quick to want to jump back and just go straight to the outside wall. So unfortunate for Clemens, he has a little bit of damage to that number 55 machine. Might not hurt him all that much. He's going to bring the 55 down pit road. So Chris Carroll, still your race leader. No drivers elected to bring it down pit side just yet, as we've done about 15 laps here on fuel. Tom Freitas back there in 7th position. He's got the number 4 of Tanner Marr up in front of him. So these guys are having a good run right now up inside the top 10. Steven Johnson, let's go ahead and point out the number 1 of Steven Johnson. He's up 10 spots since the drop of the green flag, currently sitting in 8th. Pace car lights are still on. Still no leaders deciding to come down pit road. We have had a couple of drivers come down pit road. Nicholas Lamb on lap 4. Derek Wynn on lap 4. We obviously saw Tyler Clemens come down there on lap 14. And Ryan Rose, who came down on lap 9, must have gotten all of his damage fixed, because Ryan Rose being shown about 3 laps down right now. All right, everybody, so here's the big question of the night. Who are you going for? Who's your pick? Let me know down in chat who we're rooting for tonight. I got to get a pick together myself, and I tell you what, got to go with that number 32 of Tom Freitas. I know it's a long shot. I know it's a long shot. Tell you what, last night he ran an open official race here on iRacing. And if I'm not mistaken, the man got himself a win. So congratulations to Tom on that. But Tom Freitas, number 32, going to be my pick this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know who you're going for out in chat land. As the pace car lights are going to go off, we're going to get ready to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time here at Richmond. Going to be coming to lap number 19. We'll have 21 laps to go here in the stage. Out of turn number 4 and into the restart zone, Chris Carroll fires them off, and we're back underway. Looks like Carroll elected to take the outside lane there. As we go barreling down into 1 and 2, we're going to be side by side back here. Tanner Marr is going to be under pressure by the number 21 of Chris Spencer. Spencer looking to the inside, trying to take over that 5th position. Then you got Tom Freitas back there running in 7th. Steven Johnson taking a peek to the inside. Almost contact there between the 21 and the number 4 going down the front straightaway. Corey Sherman out in chat said he's going for Richmond to win Richmond. Well, that's an interesting pick, Corey. I got to admit. Chris Carroll, again, fastest lap of the race, 22.30 that time by. Elliott Drummond still holds on to 2nd. Adam Thompson running 3rd with Jeremy Richmond holding on to that 4th position. And Chris Spencer has now moved up inside the top 5. So that put Tanner Marr back into 6th. Tom Freitas right behind him. Steven Johnson still continues to ride behind the number 32. So we go on board with Tanner Marr here. Trying to catch up to the back bumper of that number 21 machine of Chris Spencer. Try to retake over that 5th spot. He's got a good run here. Going to go down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Take a peek into 1 and 2, but might not be able to get there. Looks like Spencer might be able to pinch him off here coming out of 2. Tanner's got a good run down the back straightaway once again. Fighting hard back here for the 5th position. Those stage points are going to matter later on in the season, ladies and gentlemen. Tanner tried to take a peek again. Oh, Tom Freitas tried to make a move there. It looked like almost got into the back of the 4 car. That allowed Steven Johnson to make a move there on the inside. Now puts Steven Johnson up into 7th. Tom goes back up to the top side of the racetrack. If he's able to pull it off the corner just right here, he's going to have a good run down the back straightaway as the one of Johnson gets loose coming off 2. We got 15 laps to go here in stage number 1. Currently, the last person that would be receiving points here for stage 1 is the number 99 of Michael Wood, sitting back there in 10th. He's got the 28 of Brian Zimmerman right in front of him. On board here with the 99 of Mike Wood. You see him trying to catch up to the back bumper of that number 28 right now. Tanner Marr almost making contact with the outside retaining wall coming off of turn 4. Thought Tom might have taken advantage of that little slip up by the number 4. He's going to have a good run here coming off the backstretch, but he's going to have to get out of it. As you see in the mirror right there, Tanner can see him. He knows he's there. Let's go back up to the front of the field where Chris Carroll now has about a 1.2 second gap over 2nd place, Elliott Drummond. Lap 29 of 200, 11 laps to go here in stage number 1. Looks like we're going to have a caution on the speedway, though. I was looking at something on my other screen here with timing and scoring. We got a yellow flag out on the speedway. Let's go back and see if we can't find out what happened here. Might have been, yeah, Carl Lindstrom. So he's already sideways here. We're going to back it up just a little bit. So he comes off turn number 2. Ooh, looks like Larry Bell might have gotten into the outside wall. So it looks like he might have just been trying to avoid the 46. Pulls it down the racetrack, gets sideways. I mean, that's a good job keeping it off the wall. Barely hits it. I don't think that's going to hurt him all that much. I think he's going to be all right. So Tom Friedis is one of the first drivers here to bring it down pit side. So little strategy being played by the number 32. I don't know if he's going to take tires or what he's going to do here. It's going to be interesting. We got 8 laps to go on the stage, so I think Tom has given up a little bit of stage points to maybe try and get out near the front here after the stage ends. So we got Lindstrom on pit road as well. Probably going to try and get some of that fender damage fixed up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our first commercial break of the evening, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're going to cut that one just a little short, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag here. It's going to be 5 laps, or 6 laps, I should say, to determine this stage finish. Chris Carroll is going to elect to take the outside lane once again here. He takes the field all the way up to the outside wall into the restart zone. We go. Green flag back out in the air. Good jump for the number 33. He's able to slide up in front of the 98 of Jeremy Richmond. We go down into turns 1 and 2. Almost contact there between the 71 and the 98. 71's going to be in the inside, going down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4. We got a battle going on back here for 5th place too. Tanner Marr trying to hold on to it on the outside lane. 4 laps to go in stage 1. Chris Carroll starting to pull away from Elliott Drummond. Thompson has made his way around Richmond. Tanner Marr holds on to 5th. Johnson follows Tanner around the outside of Chris Spencer. Now has his sights set on 5th. Almost contact there between the 21 and the 1. Brian Zimmerman trying to make something happen back here as well. This is a battle back here going on between 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. So we got 2 laps to go left in the stage. See Steven Johnson battling hard on that high line with the number 21 of Chris Spencer. Brian Zimmerman's going to overcorrect it into the 99 of Michael Wood. And that's going to bring out a caution here, and that is going to end the stage. So give Chris Carroll stage 1 winner. But we got to go back and see what happened there. We kind of caught it as it was happening, but let's go back and take a look. Coming out of turn number 2, the 28 just gets loose and kind of overcorrects it up into the 99. See if we can't get a better angle on it. So right here, you'll see just right there, gets a little loose and just turns it back to the right, and it overcorrects on him into the outside wall. Unfortunately, the number 99 nowhere to go. See if we can't go on board here with the 99. You just see he had no idea it was coming. So that's unfortunate for Mike Wood and Brian Zimmerman. Chris Carroll still leads lap 40 of 200. Should see the whole field come down pit road now, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, though, that Tom Friedis in that number 32, he's one of the first drivers to pit back on lap 31. We've also had a few drivers who pit there on lap 39. Chris Carroll's keeping it out on the racetrack. Same with Elliott Drummond, Adam Thompson, a lot of these guys. But we go back to drivers like Tanner Marr, Tom Friedis. Those guys are on fresh tires in last pit on lap 31 to 39. So let's see here. Let's see if we can't talk to him. Hey, Mike Wood, driver of the number 99, Sam in the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, Sam?
Hey, we saw you get involved with that accident there with Zimmy. How's the car feeling? A lot of damage, or do you think it's going to be salvageable?
No, I got a meatball. Had to come in there and burn a fast repair. So hopefully we can get back on track and salvage some type of finish here. So just gonna coast right along, and I'm out of house money, so it's all on me now.
So what is the plan going forward here? Are you going to kind of be a little bit more patient, or are you still going to go for stage points here for stage number 2?
Yeah, I definitely need the points, but you know, without the safety net of a fast repair, I'm just going to have to see and just always be around, be cognizant of the cars around me and who I'm comfortable to run close with. So hopefully I can stay up here. It sounds like it seems like a lot of the incidents are coming from behind and back the pack, so maybe it's a little bit better company up here in the front.
All right, man. Well, hey, hopefully you have a little bit better luck out there, and maybe we'll get to talk to you at the end of the race. Good luck out there.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
That was driver the number 99, Mike Wood. Bring him up. He was involved with that last accident. You heard him. Unfortunately, had a little too much damage to that race car. Had to take the quick repair that these drivers are given here tonight. So he's got a brand new race car basically out there, and now just got to play a little bit of patience. We're going to end the stage number 2 here on lap 100. So a long way to go before we end stage number 2. So Mike Wood can still make something happen. So Chris Carroll did actually bring it down pit road, and looks like Wellman and Philip Mullinax are 2 drivers who are going to stay out here, and that's going to give Kyle the Wildman Wellman control of this next restart. However, he does have Tom Friedis right behind him in the 32, and Tom is on fresh tires. Out of turn number 4 and into the restart zone. Wildman fires him off, and we're back underway here at Richmond. Good start by the number 42. Looks like the 88 might not have gotten on the power like he had wanted to, as now he's got Tom Friedis looking to the inside coming out of turn number 2. That puts Tom up into second place. Almost contact there between Steven Johnson. They're all going to fan out. Almost went 3 wide there. Tanner Marr's going to snag a spot here from the 5 of Nicholas Lamb looking to the inside, coming out of 4 down the front stretch. Back up at the front. Tom should be able to run down this 42 car rather quickly. But Kyle, believe it or not, he is holding his own right now on these older tires. Steven Johnson has moved his way up into 3rd. That's 15 spots that number 1 car has gained since the drop of the green flag. Oh, we're going to have one wrecking back here into the outside wall. No caution yet. That was the 88 of Philip Molinax. Caution flag on the speedway. So let's go back and see what happened. Oh. Oh my, did he get loose? Let's go back and see. Maybe a little help there. Not sure. See if we can't go back and maybe get a better angle on it. Coming off of turn number 4 here, it looks like. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell from that angle. It really is. There might have been slight contact. Not sure. Definitely put a hurting on that number 88 though. So Kyle Wellman holding on to the race lead right now. We're on lap 49 of 200. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online.
Gotta cut it short, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't realize we were going back green flag racing that quickly. And we're back under the green flag here at Richmond. Kyle Wellman gets a good launch there. He's got Tom Freitas right behind him in second. But how about Tanner Marr making a move on the outside for second? He's going to make his way around the 32 of Tom Freitas. Freitas trying to look to the bottom side of the racetrack once again, coming out of turn number 4. But the advantage to the number 4 of Tanner Marr that time. Down in the 1 and 2. Tom might have pushed up just a little bit there. Just can't get the power down coming off of turn 2. He's going to get loose. And Tom Freitas into the inside wall. Brian Zimmerman's going to get collected. Kyle Clark coming in late. Probably didn't even see him, to be fair. It looked like the 32 just kind of bounced up. I don't know. Let's go back and see what happened. Out of turn 2, gets loose. And then bang, inside wall. And it just bounces him back up the track. Man. Well, the bad voodoo continues. I'm sorry, Tom. It was my pick for the evening. Here, let's do this. What we got here. Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman, driver of the number 42 machine. Sam in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, guy. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Hey, a little bit of strategy being played by that number 42. It seems like you're out there hanging on to the lead, haven't taken tires yet. What's the plan going forward, man?
I'm just hoping for a couple more cautions, keep this track position, and come in and get tires before they pit and be a little bit faster on them than them in the next run, and hopefully wins the second stage.
All right, man. Well, hey, how's the car feeling tonight? Do you think you got a shot to win this thing?
I don't know about winning, but it feels like a top 5 car for sure. We got some fast setups in here in the Five Kings Motorsports Clubhouse, and I think we're all pretty competitive today.
All right, Kyle. Well, hey, good luck in the rest of the race, and hopefully your strategy plays out for you. Hopefully we talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
And that was driver of the number 42, Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman, currently out there leading the way. Remember, he has not come down pit road yet. Everybody else behind him has, and he's actually been doing a really good job on those older tires, holding on to first place. Man, I don't know if it's me, everybody, but I think pace laps here at Richmond are just lengthy. So right now it looks like Tom Fried is still currently on pit road. It looks like he might have had to tow the vehicle. Oh, no, there he goes. He's coming off pit road right now. All right, so Tom only down 3 laps. I mean, and with the caution coming out here in about 40 or so laps, and him being the only car down a couple of laps right now, we might get another couple quick yellows. I mean, his race still ain't over. As it looks like we're getting ready to re-rack him, restack him, fire him off one more time. The Wild Man's going to elect to take the outside lane here on this restart. That gives his teammate Tanner Marr the bottom lane. You got Steven Johnson back there behind him, and Chris Spencer up there. Chris Carroll trying to make his way back up to the race lead. Currently up inside the top 5. Out of turn number 4 in the restart zone. Wildman's going to fire him off. We're back underway. Down into turns 1 and 2. Looks like a lot of guys are trying to fan out, gain a little bit of track position going into the corner. Tanner's going to have a good run here coming off of turn number 2. Side by side for the race lead as we go down the back straightaway. So Tanner jumps out to the race lead, and we heard it. We talked to Kyle right before this restart. All he's trying to do is not do that, not get into the outside wall. Just trying to hold on to some track position. Ooh, Drummond looks like he might have got looser. Tried to not get into the 21 of Chris Spencer there coming off of turn number 2. Side by side, this is a battle for the 5th position. Tanner Marr now out to the race lead, but he has a mirror full of the number 1 of Steven Johnson. Down and back straightaway. We're still side by side back here. Chris Carroll's made his way up into 3rd. Trying to run down the number 1 of Steven Johnson now. Elliott Drummond holds on to 4th. Chris Spencer in 5th. Lap 62 of 200. A little under 40 laps to go here to complete stage number 2. So Tanner Marr, I know, was not really a fan of this track coming into it, but I'm sure he's smiling right now, out leading the way. Doing a good job of it right now. As I say, that gets loose coming off turn number 2. Oh, man. I mean, maybe I should just stop talking about everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I swear. Tanner going to lose all kinds of track position. That little slip up put him back to 16th position. Man. That gives the race lead over to Steven Johnson, but Johnson has a mirror full of Chris Carroll right now as they come out of turn 4, cross the line and take lap 65. Well, it looks like everybody's kind of single filed out right now. Everybody's calmed down a little bit. Let's do a little bit of a through the field, if you will. Driver the number 1, Steven Johnson, leading the way, but Chris Carroll trying to change that. Chris Carroll running in second. We go back, we got Elliott Drummond in the 33. He's running in third. Real quick, we got a battle for the race lead, so before we continue to go through the field, let's watch this battle here. Johnson trying to hold on to the outside while Chris Carroll takes the bottom side of the racetrack. Looks like Johnson might have just let him by there a little bit. Kind of get behind him now and ride. Continue on back through the field. Number 21 of Chris Spencer currently sitting in the 4th position. Right behind him, you got the 99. That's Michael Wood. And what a bounce back for the number 99. He is now up inside the top 5 after getting involved with that wreck with the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman earlier in the race. Nicholas Lamb in the number 5 holds on to the 6th position right now. That about a second behind him, you got the 10 of Dustin Lamb. Adam Thompson has fallen back just a little bit. Sitting back there in the 8th position, but still having a good run nonetheless. If he can hang on to it right there, gonna get a couple of stage points out of this one. Wellman, we saw him have a little bit of trouble there on the front stretch, might have a little bit of damage to the right front of that race car, but Wellman holding on to the 9th spot right now. Remember, still has yet to come down pit road. Running behind him is the number 83 of Carl Lindstrom. Now Lindstrom started in 11th position here tonight, now sits in the 10th position, last spot to get points for the stage. All over the back bumper of Kyle Wellman right now, trying to get another point here before the end of the stage. We go back to 11th position, you got the number 98 of Jeremy Richmond. Now Richmond started in 6th here tonight. He's currently down 5 spots since the start of this race. Sitting there in 11th, he's got Larry Bell right behind him. Larry Bell in the number 46. He's currently running in 12th. He's got his teammate right behind him. That's the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman holds the 13th position. Remember, he was the one who overcorrected a little earlier and involved the number 83. He's able to get that race car fixed up and back out here running in 13th. As we go back to now the 14th spot, it's the number 4 of Tanner Marr. He just made his way around the number 11 of Derek Wynn, but they are side by side racing for position. Little bit of contact there through the center of 1 and 2. But Tanner's going to prevail on the high side and take over that 14th position. Now, Tanner got loose coming off of turn 4 about 10 or so laps ago and fell back to the 16th position, and so far has gained 2 spots since then, slowly working his way back up towards the front of the field. Then we go back to Derek Wynn in the number 11. Wynn currently running in the 15th position, just lost it to Tanner Marr, the 14th position that is. Then we go back to Chummy Miller. Chummy Miller in the number 6, currently running in the 16th position, under pressure from Philip Mullinax right now. They're side by side as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Now, Chummy under pressure from the 30 of Kyle Clark. So that puts Mullinax up to 17th, as now Clark goes around and takes the 17th position. Good battle going on back here. And we go back a little bit further. We got the number 55 of Tyler Clemis, currently sitting in the 19th position, being shown 1 lap down. They got Tom Freitas right behind him, currently 3 laps down in 20th position. Ronnie Morrison sitting on pit road right now, and Ryan Rose has put the number 58 machine up on the hauler for the evening. So we go back up to the front of the field. We got Chris Carroll still leading the way. We bring up our lap time history right here. You see Chris Carroll has been faster than Steven Johnson pretty much every lap except for one. As now we're looking at Drummond, because Drummond's taking a peek to the inside of Steven Johnson here for second. Side-by-side battle coming out of 4th. There's 20 laps to go here in stage number 2. So you see the line difference right here between the 33 and the 1. Now the 33 just could have a little bit better of a setup right now, but Steven Johnson really entering in that middle groove, going into 1 and 2, gets a little free coming out of turn number 4 right there. We saw the car kind of yaw out on him as the yellow flag out on the speedway. So let's go back and see if we can't see what happened. It's like it might have been between, Adam Thompson and Chris Spencer. And again, man, this car is so touchy when it comes to overcorrecting. So right there, they make a little bit of contact. So from that angle, it almost looks like the 21 comes down, but from the previous angle we looked at, it almost looks like the 71 kind of pushes up. But yeah, the 21 just tries to save it, just overcorrects it, and Zimmerman almost getting a piece of it. Oh, and Derek Wynn coming in way late. I don't know if Spotter didn't tell him that the car was stopped to high up on the track, but so looks like there's some strategy being played by a lot of drivers right now. So this gave the opportunity to Wellman to come down pit road, but looks like he wasn't the only one to try and play that strategy. Chris Carroll, Adam Thompson, Larry Bell, Brian Zimmerman, Steven Johnson, all these drivers currently on pit road right now. So that handed the race lead over to the number 33 of Elliott Drummond. Lap 84 of 200. When we go back green flag racing, it's going to be under 15 laps to go here to end the stage. And how about, big shout out to that number 99. I tell you what, got involved in an accident about 20 or so laps ago, and now out here running in second. I mean, great performance out of the number 99. So the biggest thing with Richmond, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things that are something that a lot of the drivers are going to be struggling with here tonight is that exit of turn 2. We've seen it hit a couple of people, Tom Freitas, Tanner Marr. So what happens is when they get on throttle, there is almost like a slight hill, if you will, coming off of turn number 2. And when the car rolls up over that, the suspension does what we call unloading. and it makes the car very, very loose, and it makes your wheel basically go really loose, and you go around. As we've seen with the number 4 and the number 32, they just come off the corner, and that car just gets so freed up when it comes over that hump out of turn number 2. That's why you see the number 1 of Steven Johnson. He was entering high, cutting it down to the middle of the racetrack and almost to the bottom, coming off to straighten out that corner to be able to get on throttle more, but keep his wheels straighter so he doesn't have to turn as much, and it avoids that the car getting loose on him coming out of turn number 2. That's another big thing with these cars. I mean, they got 5 gears, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't like your Xfinity car where it's just a four gear car. These guys have 5 gears. It's a sequential gearbox. Some of them may only be running a 4-gear setup, but we heard Steven Johnson shifting, so maybe he's running a 5th gear setup, and he feels that shifting is the way to go. Now, I could see that, being as when you shift down going into a corner, the engine's going to help slow you down. It's going to help the car rotate a little bit more. But right now, Elliott Drummond's been showing that number 33 car is actually someone to contend with tonight. Same with the number 99. Chris Carroll's been up there. Even Tanner Marr has been up there and led a few laps. And I still think that a few of these drivers, if they get a couple of quick yellows, they can make something happen. But getting ready to come down to the restart zone, Elliott Drummond is going to fire him off here once again. Out of turn number 4, the pace car brings it down pit road, and green flag is back out in the air. So good launch there for the number 33 up on the outside lane, and that's something that we've noticed on pretty much every restart, is that the leader wants that outside lane, maybe a little bit more grip up there, able to get the power down a lot quicker and get out to a bigger lead, which he has almost about a half a second right now here in 1 lap. As Jeremy Richmond made his way around Michael Wood, and Wood has a mirror full of Chris Carroll. Now remember, Chris Carroll, it's showing that he last pit on lap 41. So he was not one of those drivers that came down and took tires. I'm trying to find the last driver to come down and take tires. Or I'm sorry, the first driver who came down and took tires. I believe it is the number 4, Tanner Marr, currently there in the 6th position. He's got Nicholas Lamb in front of him. Good battle going on here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, though, as Michael Wood looks to the inside of Jeremy Richmond here going into 3 and 4. But Chris Carroll also trying to fight hard on that outside line, but it doesn't look like he has anywhere to go, as it looked like the number 98 had to kind of check up through the center of the corner there. Ooh, Mike Wood almost drifted up into the 98 right there, coming out of turn number 2. Oh, 1 wiggling back there. I think that was the 6. I think that was Chummy Miller, got a little loose coming off turn 4 or 2. Remember, we were just talking about that, ladies and gentlemen. While these guys continue to battle here for 2nd, Drummond continuing to pull away. He's got about a 2nd gap right now. We're going to be 3 wide coming off the corner. Oh, what a move. Chris Carroll into the outside wall. What a move by the 97. Now has a sight set on that number 99. Gonna go up to the top side of the racetrack, maybe try and take a peek here. He's gonna have a good run coming off. He's gonna take, oh, we're gonna have contact in the back. Drivers are gonna go around. Wellman trying to hang on to it. Richmond goes around, no caution. Can we get a replay real quick? They're 3 wide coming off the corner. The 5 makes contact with the 11, the 98. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time on that one. No caution. I don't know how we didn't have a caution there. That's insanity. Heavy damage to the number 98 on the right-hand side. Drummond still continues to pull away. Carroll's still trying to fight Mike Wood, as here comes Adam Thompson on the outside of Derek Wynn. And I tell you what, Wynn must be on fresh tires. He last pit on 83. He is making up some ground right now. Same with 71 of Adam Thompson. Both of these guys, fresh rubber underneath them. So we got 4 laps to go here in the stage. Elliott Drummond continues the lead. Chris Carroll now under pressure by the number 71 of Adam Thompson. Thompson looking for second. As they're starting to pull up to the 33 of Drummond. Carroll trying to hang on the right rear quarter panel on the number 71. Drummond's going to get loose coming out of turn 2. Side by side for the race lead down into turns 3 and 4. Thompson pushes up the racetrack just a little bit and give the race lead over to Adam Thompson. Now Drummond side by side with Chris Carroll. We got 2 laps to go here in the stage, or I'm sorry, 3 laps to go in the stage. Adam Thompson out to the race lead. Looks like Chris Carroll's going to get around the 33 of Drummond. Drummond's going to hold on to third. But now Derek Wynn coming with those fresher tires. Goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to take a peek on the 33. Ooh, big run through the center there. The 99 on the number 11. He's going to have a good run down the back straightaway here. Going to be side by side with the number 11 going into 3 and 4, and you got Wildman back there along with Steven Johnson coming out at turn number 4, taking lap 100. If I'm not mistaken, this should be white flag for the stage, essentially. So we're 3 wide back here, almost coming off turn number 2. Derek Wynn trying to make a move on Drummond, trying to go for stage points. Coming out of turn 4. Looks like give third to Wynn. Wellman's going to take 5th. Adam Thompson, though, taking home the stage win. So we just hit the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. So now we got 98 laps to go here at Richmond. A little bit of strategy being played by a bunch of different drivers. Remember, Adam Thompson came down on lap 83. I'm imagining he's at least going to come down this time and take fuel at the very least. We're going to find out. And he does. He's going to bring him, Chris Carroll, Derek Wynn down with him. Wellman, Drummond, pretty much everybody. I mean, you kind of have to come down now with the stage caution. Everybody's going to be bringing it down pit side. A lot of these drivers are going to be taking tires where a lot of them might not be. So, but the strategy is definitely split up here tonight. As Philip Molinax, one of the only drivers to stay out on the track. Looks like Tom Freitas trying to get one of his laps back here. Same with Chummy Miller. So if Tom gets one of his laps back here, he's only going to be 2 laps down. Luckily, he was in front of Molinax because Molinax stayed out. Everybody else came down pit road. Because if Tom would have been stuck behind that number 88 when he stayed out, Tom wouldn't be able to get the free pass here, or the wave around. So, lucky for the number 32. Don't count him out just yet. We could get another caution, get another lap back. As it's showing right now that Chummy Miller, he did get one of his laps back, but he is being shown the first car 1 lap down. And Jeremy Richmond back there in the number 98 and 18th. It's the last car in the lead lap currently. Lights are going to go out on the pace car. As you see, the 32 of Tom Frida's getting his lap back. We're going to re-rack him, restack him, and fire him off one more time. Be 94 laps to go. 95, or I'm sorry, 93 when we take the green flag. Kyle Wellman, Adam Thompson on the front row. Wellman's going to be in control. Out of turn number 4 into the restart zone, and green flag is in the air. And ladies and gentlemen, for this restart, why don't we crank it up? Come on. Oh, come on. You ruined my crank it up. That is a shame. Well, what happened? Let's go back and see. Looks like a 55 and a 30 making contact. Oh, what in the world? It looks like maybe Clemens got on the power and he just lost it. I don't know. He avoids the 30 right there. And then I don't know, maybe the suspension might have rolled on him funny. I don't know. That was weird. Heavy right side damage to number 55. Well, I tell you what, we're going to let him calm down. We're going to take a commercial break here, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we'll try it again on the next restart. Stick around.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Waiting to get the 1 to green signal here. Chris Carroll, your race leader. He's got Kyle Wellman right behind him. Drivers are getting a 1 to go signal right now. We're going to go back green flag racing. We are going to try to crank it up once again. Hopefully they don't let me down this time. Pace car pulls off. Chris Carroll's going to be in control on the outside lane. In the restart zone we go. Green flag back out in the air, and let's crank it up. Well, we got some laps in there for the crank it up, but looks like we're going to be back under the yellow flag here on lap 121 of 200. And oh no, I think it might have been the 32 of Freitas. Oh, Ronnie Morrison. Oh my. Oh man, Tom. Oh, the luck just not going right for the number 32 tonight. I'll tell you what. 69 gets loose and then just comes back up the racetrack. Looked like he had control of it down near the apron. I don't know, maybe try to get back on the power, and again, the chassis just rolled in the wrong way and it made him shoot back up the racetrack. I mean, just unfortunate, everybody getting involved with that one. Tom and Ronnie, those drivers. But we got some takers coming down pit road. Be Chris Carroll, Kyle Wellman, Tanner Moore, Carl Lindstrom, Brian Zimmerman, Larry Bell. They're all on pit road right now. Steven Johnson and Adam Thompson stay out on the racetrack, along with the number 99 of Michael Wood and the 33 of Elliott Drummond. So different strategies being played right here. Can these drivers make it to the end of the race? I'm not sure. That's a long way to go. About 80 laps, maybe 75 laps. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this strategy as it develops. Not much longer to go. I mean, we're almost 75 laps to go. Short track here at Richmond. Laps are going to tick off quick, so maybe the strategy back here for these guys who just pit like Chris Carroll, Tanner Marr, that might be the strategy to play. They're going to be able to then, if we get another caution, right, that might pull everybody else down pit road, and then that's going to put them right back up in the front, able to control this race. And then if we get a green flag run, they're just sitting pretty there. So everybody, again, want to thank you for tuning in to True Sim Productions here on a Friday night for the Next Gen Cup Series by Front Row Esports. If you're liking what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We are live at least 5 days out of the week here on True Sim Productions. Also, I need to shout out Tanner Marr. He is now doing pre-race shows for Front Row Esports and Blazing Pedals here on the channel, so be sure to check those out every Friday and Sunday, and that's an hour before the race starts. So whatever time we're scheduled to go live on those nights, which would be 8:45 here on a Friday and 7:15 p.m. Eastern time on a Sunday, go an hour before that. Tanner Marr is going to be live with a pre-race show. Pace car lights are going to go off here. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Steven Johnson is going to be in control. Now Steven Johnson's taking the inside lane here, and green flag is back out in the air. Looks like it's going to work out for him. Good launch for the number one. He's going to slide up, and oh, Drummond goes to the outside there. I'm sorry, I tried to catch that, but Drummond went to the outside there, the 71 it looked like, and might have grazed the outside wall just a little bit. We're almost 3 wide back here coming off turn number 4. We're going to be 3 wide going into the corner. I think that's Chris Carroll trying to make a move here on the bottom side of the racetrack between Chris Spencer and Derek Wing. Looks like Carroll's going to make it work. Now remember, Carroll is on fresher tires. He is trying to pull teammates with him though. Tanner Marr back there stuck in 14th with Brian Zimmerman in 13th. Little under 75 laps to go, though. Long way here yet at Richmond. Philip Molinax gets loose coming off turn 2. The Gremlin strikes again. Kyle Wellman again loose, trying to avoid it. Does a good job. Everybody keeps it straight. We stay under the green flag. It looks like Mike Wood might have gotten a little loose right there coming out of turn number 2. Was able to gather it back up though, get back into his rhythm here. Battle going on for second place right now. Adam Thompson, who started in 3rd position right now, he's going to be side by side with Drummond. Drummond had to back out of it there. Might have tried to go 3 wide, but he was smart, got out of the throttle. Now he's going to let Thompson try and work his way around Michael Wood, and it looks like Drummond's going to follow him coming out of turn number 4. Lap 133 of 200. Drummond to the inside of Michael Wood. This is a battle for the third position. Chris Carroll on them fresher tires is right behind them. Almost a little bit of contact there as they go down into 1 and 2. Advantage right now to the 99 being on that high side, able to carry the momentum down the back straightaway. Caution flag out on the speedway. Let's go back and take a look. Chris Spencer. Oh, yeah, just kind of got a little wiggle there coming off too. And unfortunately, Brian Zimmerman getting involved with that one as well. Let's take another look at it here. So there's the wiggle, gets into Lamb. Oh, and Zimmy, yeah, he got into Tanner. Tanner nowhere to go. It's actually right on board with the number 4 and see what happened. So he's out of it, but just nowhere to go. Tanner Marr going to bring it down pit side. Steven Johnson still keeps it out on the racetrack. Michael Wood there in second. I think the thing that I'm noticing right now, Steven Johnson keeping it out on the track, I think this might be a good strategy. We've had a few cautions tonight. There's a good chance that later on in the race that we might get another one. So Steven may be saving a set of tires for late in the race. He has some track position right now. He can kind of control it. But Chris Carroll pit on lap 121. He's got 20 or 19 lap fresher tires than that number 1 does. So it's going to be interesting to see what plays out here as we come to take lap 137 of 200. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we do have a True Sim Productions community Discord. The link is on the main page of the YouTube. Go ahead and click that and join the Discord. You can get all the info on every league broadcasted on True Sim Productions in there, and also inquire for a broadcast yourself. Not only that, you can show off your paint schemes, and if you're a Twitch streamer, you can contact one of us. We'll let you know, and we'll let you post your Twitch streams, your POVs, if you will. Kind of help you out and get your name out there as well. But once you join that Discord, you can scroll to the bottom. You'll see all the leagues that are being broadcast and what days they run, and also a Discord link to each one of them, so you can join their Discord and get racing here and get your car featured out here on True Sim Productions. So lights are going to go off on the pace car. Looks like Steven Johnson's electing to take the top lane this go around. Out of turn number 4 into the restart zone. Steven Johnson's going to fire him off, and we're back underway. 61 laps to go here at Richmond. Steven Johnson gets out to a pretty good lead right now. Michael Wood right behind him, but don't count out that number 97 of Chris Carroll. He's going to take a peek to the inside, going down the back straight. Oh, Michael Wood throws a block on the 97, and the 97 makes a huge mistake. Heavy right side damage to the number 97 of Chris Carroll. Can we go back and take a look? Chris Carroll, major damage to the 97. He's going to have to bring it down pit road. Go back and take a look at what happened. Comes off the corner. Oh, man. Did it just have too much horsepower to the rear tires? Did it lit them up? I mean, I don't think that... Because, yeah, Michael, I mean, he throws a block, but it wasn't egregious enough to where I think Carroll would make that kind of mistake like that. I think it might have just been... He might have lifted on the throttle, then goosed it back up, and it just... came out from under him. But Chris Carroll now on pit road. Heartbreak City for the number 97 here tonight at Richmond as Steven Johnson continues to lead the way. How about this? We got a caution out on the speedway, but I do want to point this out and shout him out. The number 10 of Dustin Lamb up 18 positions since the start of this race. Currently in third. Right now, the biggest mover of the race. But let's go back, see what happened. We're 3 wide here going into the corner. That's Drummond, Lindstrom, and Richmond. See if we can't get a better angle on it. I mean, they are just... Looked like the 98 didn't want to give room. The 33 might not have wanted to give room. They are three wide. Not much you can do there. I mean, right there, they make contact. Yeah, it just looks like maybe the 98 didn't know they were 3 wide. It's very possible. Lindstrom, though, he's the top side of the racetrack. Drummond kind of got pinched in the middle. A little bit of a sandwich, if you will. Oh, Larry Bell getting a piece of it late there. Up on the top side of the racetrack in 1 and 2. But that's going to put us under caution once again. Lap 145 of 200, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back live here on True Sin Productions. We're getting ready to re-rack them and restack them and fire them off once again here at Richmond. Little over 50 laps to go. Steven Johnson, your race leader. Michael Wood in second. Johnson gonna take the outside lane here on this restart once again. Into turns 3 and 4. Into the restart zone. Johnson fires them off, and we're back underway. Good launch there for both drivers going down into 1 and 2. Remember these top two last pit on lap 102. Michael Wood to the race lead coming off turn 2. Side by side back here. Adam Thompson looks to the inside of Elliott Drummond. Now Nicholas Lamb trying to make something happen on the inside of Drummond coming out of 4. Still side by side for a race lead. We're going to go 3 wide down into turns 1 and 2. We're 3 wide. Going to be coming off the corner. Going to be Michael Wood in the middle. Adam Thompson bottom side of the racetrack. Steven Johnson up top. Still 3 wide going into 4. Or 3 and 4, I should say. Great battle going on for the race lead right now. A little bit of contact there coming out of turn number 2. Still 3 wide down the front straightaway for the race lead. Steven Johnson goes all the way to the top side of the racetrack. Michael Wood to the middle. Michael Wood's going to prevail and take the lead coming off of 2. But they're still going to be side by side going down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Michael Wood now with the advantage. Steven Johnson side by side with Adam Thompson coming out of 2. Now Drummond looking to make it 3 wide along with Brian Zimmerman up there in 5th. Zemi looks to make it 3 wide coming off of turn number 2. He is in the middle between Drummond and Johnson. Backs out of it before going into 3 and 4. 49 laps to go. Now going to be 48 here at Richmond. Johnson starting to lose a little bit of ground right now. Just gets or loses a position to the 33 of Drummond. Now Zimmy all over the back bumper of that number 33 machine. Remember, Zimmerman pit on lap 136. Same with the 71 of Thompson and the 33 of Drummond. But Michael Wood, with pitting last on lap 102, is doing a great job out there holding on to the race lead. One to the outside wall, that's Brian Zimmerman. He's going to make contact with his teammate Tanner Marr going down into 3 and 4. Steven Johnson now under pressure from Wildman. 3 wide down the front stretch. Johnson in the middle of Nicholas Lamb and Kyle Wildman Wellman. They're still going to be 3 wide. Almost contact coming off the corner. It is tight. Johnson's going to get loose. No contact there. Good job saving it. These guys are racing like it's the last lap right now as Drummond works his way around Wood. Wood losing the lead to Adam Thompson as we go back down into 1 and 2. 45 laps to go. So it looks like restarts are going to play a little bit of a factor. Everybody's going to fight hard. Everybody's going to go for every position they can. They know the laps are starting to wind down here as Drummond all over the back bumper of Adam Thompson coming out of turn 2. He's got a good run here coming out of turn number 4, but just can't do anything with it just yet. Could also just be kind of sitting there, maybe waiting for the 71 to make a mistake. Looks like Michael Wood might have gotten a little loose there coming out of turn number 4. He's lost a lot of ground to the back bumper of that 33 machine. Now Tanner Marr looking to take 3rd away. Trying to bring his teammates with him there. He's got Brian Zimmerman behind him and Kyle Wellman. But looks like Zimmy has a little bit of right front damage to that number 28 machine. Could be hurting him. Side by side out of 4 and down the front stretch. Now into 1 and 2. Tanner Marr looks like he's going to be able to clear the number 99 here. Maybe slide up in front of him. Take that line away. Take the air off the nose of that race car. and put Tanner Marr up in the third. His teammate Wellman was able to follow through, so that bumps Michael Wood back down to 5th position. Probably starting to regret not coming down pit road and taking them tires right about now. At least I know I would. Elliott Drummond and Adam Thompson side by side for the race lead now, coming out of turn number 4. 39 laps to go. Advantage to Drummond, going out into 1 and 2. Contact in 1 and 2. They're racing hard here. Tanner Marr's able to catch them. Now we got a 4-car battle for the race lead, essentially. Throw a blanket over them. Drummond was able to get around the 71 of Thompson. Now Drummond out to the race lead. We got 38 laps to go. Tanner Marr all over the back bumper of the 71 of Adam Thompson, trying to make a move coming out of turn number 2. Has a run, but it looks like he's going to just stay in line and try again here in a couple more corners. Right up on the back bumper of the 71 is Tanner Marr. Lost a little bit of ground there as they go down the backstretch, though. Great shot here. Tanner's going to stick it. He's going to give the 71 a shot. Lets him know, hey, I'm here. Loses a little bit of ground, though. He had the run through the center of the corner. That stack up made Wellman lose ground. He got loose coming off of turn 2. Tanner's going to go back down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get another run on the 71, try and take over that 2nd position. They both are on the same strategy right now. They pit on lap 135, same with the 33 of Drummond, as we have one coming down pit road. That's the number 30 of Kyle Clark. "34 laps to go. Still a long way. Anything could happen. We could have another quick yellow. It could change a bunch of things around. How about Nicholas Lamb, up 6 spots since the start of this race? Started back there in 10th position, now currently running in the 4th and running Tanner down right now, I might add. A little bit quicker last time by. So Drummond continues the lead. Got Thompson right behind him. Tanner Marr running 3rd. Marr goes to the bottom side of the racetrack trying to get a run on the 71. Neither of them seem to be pulling in on the 33. Wellman, like I said, fell back a little bit as he got loose off of turn 2 a few laps ago. So it looks like we got a good battle going on back here. They were 3 wide here. Michael Wood losing a lot of ground right now. Michael Wood, since that restart, has fallen back to 11th position on them older tires. They're really starting to hurt him right now. Side by side with Carl Lindstrom as they go into 3 and 4. Lindstrom to the bottom side of the racetrack. Michael Wood up top. Zimmerman trying to get around his teammate Chris Carroll, currently being shown 1 lap down. Just trying to race to get his lap back. Stay that first car 1 lap down. Get a quick caution, be able to get his lap back here. Steven Johnson, another one of those drivers who last pit on lap 102. He has fallen all the way back to 14th position. Right behind him, you got Chummy Miller, who is the last car on the lead lap. That's number 6. Back up to the front of the field, Elliott Drummond continues the lead. 29 laps to go. Out of turn 4, it's going to be 28. Lamb taking a peek to the inside of the 4 car of Tanner Marr. They might make a little contact there coming off 4. Tanner pinched him coming off of the corner. So that made the number 5 have to get out of the throttle to not make contact with that left rear. Wildman gets loose coming out of 2, side by side with Lamb down the backstretch, not able to hang on to it. So Lamb still in 4th, Tanner holds on to 3rd. Tanner trying to run down the 71 of Adam Thompson, 26 laps to go. Thompson, though, running pretty close lap times to the 33 right now. We compare last time by, it was a 23.9 to a 21 or a 23.17. As you see at the bottom part of your screen, Drummond has been fastest 3 out of the last 5 laps. Whereas Thompson has gained just a little bit there. 2 out of the last 5 laps. "24 laps to go, still green flag." Starting to catch up to a little bit of lap traffic, though. Looks like it's only 1 car, so it shouldn't hurt the leaders here too much. Trying to work their way around them. Looks like it's a 6 car, Chummy Miller. Remember, Miller, last car on the lead lap right now. Last pit on lap 135. Oh, man. Maybe tries to check up to let the leaders go by. Gets into the outside wall himself. So we take a look at lap times right now. I want to point out that Tanner Marr was actually a little bit quicker the last time by. "22 laps to go here at Richmond." Thompson is still closing the gap to Drummond. Does Thompson have the longer run race car here tonight? He was a little bit quicker last time by. What's it this time? A whole 10th faster than the 33 that time by. So Thompson is coming. Had to let the tire pressures come up a little bit. So we're about, I'd say, 10 or so laps into this run, maybe about 15 at this point. Looks like he lost a little bit of ground there through 3 and 4. It almost looks like that Drummond is better in 1 and 2. Or I'm sorry, Thompson is better in 1 and 2, but Drummond's better in 3 and 4. "19 laps to go here at Richmond." Tanner Marr looks like he lost a position to his teammate, Wildman Wellman. Wellman's starting to make up some ground right now. He was faster than both of our race leaders that time by. Remember, Wellman last pit on lap 144, so he has almost 9 to 10 lap fresher tires than our race leaders. If these leaders start racing each other, Wellman could get up there and take advantage of it. So we come out of turn 4 across the line. We got 17 laps to go. Thompson all over the back bumper of Drummond, but Wellman's still closing the gap. 16 laps to go. Thompson makes a move on Drummond here for the race lead. He's able to clear him coming out of turn number 2. Great move by the number 71. Drummond's going to get loose coming out of 2. That's allowing Wellman to cut on the back bumper. Now Wellman's going to try and make a move, but he's going to have to get around the 33 quickly if he's going to want to run down that 71. Now that the 71's in clean air with 15 laps to go, that might have been his saving grace. 15 laps to go. Drummond starting to lose a little bit of ground here. The speed looks to be going away in that race car, while the 42 and the 71 are both picking up speed. That time by, Wellman was faster. 14 laps to go. You see it right there. Wellman was fastest 4 out of the last 5 laps over Thompson. And the gap is closing. Across the line, 12 laps to go. Looks like Wellman might have gotten loose coming out of turn 4. Adam Thompson was a whole 10th quicker than Wellman that lap. Wellman might have burned his stuff up trying to run him down. Still a long way to go. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but 12 laps is going to seem like forever to this number 71. Can he take home another win here in the Front Row Esports Next Gen Cup Series? Or can Wildman Wellman run him down and take home his first win here in the series? 11 laps to go. Listen to how much time he is off throttle through the center of the corner. 10 laps to go. Anything can happen though. Last time by, Thompson was just a little bit faster than Wellman. This is it. The race is starting to close out. Thompson's starting to pull a little bit on Wellman. They ran identical lap times last time by. However, they are starting to catch some lap traffic. Steven Johnson is in front of these guys now. Steven is the last car on the lead lap. I would imagine him putting up a fight even with 8 laps to go. We could still get a caution. He does not want to go a lap down. Same with Derek Winton. They're battling for position up here, so these guys are not going to move over easily. 7 laps to go. Can Wellman run him down now that Thompson has to work his way around some lap traffic? He goes to the inside of Steven Johnson. He's going to be able to take that away very quickly as Wynn goes to the top side of the racetrack. Now Wellman has to work his way around both these guys quickly. Steven Johnson moves over, lets him go. Wynn also goes to the top side of the racetrack, but the gap has shrunk a little bit. We're 6 laps to go here at Richmond. Wellman gets a little loose coming out of 4. He was faster. I'm sorry, Thompson was almost a full 10.5 faster than Wellman that time by. We got 5 laps to go. And it looks like Wellman just might be overdriving the car just a little bit. Gets loose again coming out of turn 4. Gap now out to 0.8 of a second. Out of turn 4, 4 laps to go for Adam Thompson. Starting to catch some lap traffic again. Might not affect them this time. It's going to be 3 laps to go. Gap now down to 0.7 of a second. Wellman was a full 10th faster that lap. Still catching up to some lap traffic here. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Popsicle Sticks, 2 laps to go. They are catching these lap cars. Molinax goes to the top side of the racetrack, going to let him by. Now Lindstrom is in front of our race leader. Car separates our race leader in second. Lindstrom to the top side of the racetrack, going to let race leader by. Out of turn number 4, white flag in the air for Adam Thompson. Wellman has lost a lot of ground. He's lost about 2 seconds as we go down the back straightaway for the final time. He's been up, he's been down. Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be driver the number 71, Adam Thompson, taking home the win here at Richmond. Congratulations to the number 71. Started in 3rd position here tonight, managed to take home another win. Your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Thompson. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, post-race interviews after we watch a little bit of his burnout here. We'll be right back, everybody.
Shut up and sit down.
Back live here on True Sim Productions, and we are catching up with our 3rd place finisher. That's the 33 of Elliot Drummond. And Elliot, man, you put up a heck of a fight there once we went back green flag race. And was there anything you could have done differently to maybe take home a win here tonight?
No, like either I stay behind him and just like burn my stuff up because I can't get past him, or I go past him, which is what I did, and then like try to save and manage as much as I can. But man, this tire model sucks. It's not realistic, but I just wish maybe Adam left me some more room on that outside. I kind of felt like I got used up a little bit, but it's hard racing. I'm mad about the move, but like I can't be mad about racing. So you know what? We move on.
I tell you what, man, you came in, you know, you felt like you were pretty confident with your setup here tonight. You started near the back and you come up and finished 3rd place. Great points tonight for the number 33, so you got to be happy about that.
Yeah, win's pretty cool though, so always want that. That's ultimately the goal. If you're up there, then if you don't win, then it's just, what's the point of being up there? I mean,
Well, I tell you what, man, you come home in third place tonight, take home a solid points finish. Who do we got to shout out on the 33 for making it all happen?
I mean, I appreciate the Tom for posting like a setup key for the next gen cars. That's what got me this good setup. But no, I don't really got anyone to shout out. Kind of lonely without any teammates out there, so.
All right, man. Well, hey, I got you. Hey, good race tonight. Come home in third. Good points tonight. It's going to matter later on in the season. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you again next week.
Don't worry, you will.
And that was driver of the number 33, Elliott Drummond. Whoop, got to fix that real quick. There we go. Now we got to talk to our second place finisher. That's the number 42 of Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman. And Kyle, you were running a little bit quicker there than Thompson at the end. Is there something maybe you could have done different to catch up to him, or kind of walk me through it there?
I know me and him were just talking. He was saving there for a while when Elliott was in front of him, and then he pounced. And there in about the last 5 laps, we caught all that lap traffic, and I just burnt the right rear off of it, trying to get around them too fast and let him pull away.
Yeah, we saw you get loose a couple of times there off of the corner. Was that just the product of your setup, or was that pretty much a struggle for everybody all night long?
I think it was 50-50. A lot of guys were complaining about being really tight in center, and a lot of guys were complaining about being loose off. I know our club, we were loose everywhere. Even I'm sure you guys even seen on the backstretch when we were going straight, it was still spinning the tires, getting loose. I know it happened to Zimmy a couple times where he just lost it in the middle of the straightaway.
Well, hey, man, you guys put on a heck of a show. You come home in second place tonight. You almost were able to run down that number 71. But good points tonight for not only the team, but for yourself in general. So who you got to shout out on that 42 for making it all happen tonight?
Shout out MFRD Racing Designs, CJR Graphics, you guys in TSP putting on great shows every night, making us look good, because without you guys we probably wouldn't look too good. Then Five Kings Motorsports, Tripods in the Wild, Bam Racing Videos, Butt Kicker, and McConey Setup Shop.
All right, Kyle. Well, hey, great job out there. You managed to bring home the number 42 in second place, as I said. And hopefully we'll be talking to you next week.
Heck yeah. Congrats to Adam for a good race. And we'll see you guys next week.
That was the driver of the number 42, Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman. Let's go ahead and see now. That was weird. Climbing out of the race car here in victory lane is the number 71 of Adam Thompson. And Adam, another great performance out of that number 71 Chevy Camaro. Kind of walk me through your overall evening. You kind of had a pretty up and down night.
I mean, yeah, dude, I'm speechless. Coming into this, I struggled all week with the set, and I finally settled on one, obviously, that I thought was best, and then Carroll was gone. And Carroll would have won, dude, if he hadn't got wrecked or whatever. I don't even know what happened to him, but it was. Well, and I had a fast repair in my pocket still, and I was saving it. But yeah, you saw what I went through. I don't know how I ended up here, but I'm grateful, and it was a good race.
Yeah, man, you put on a heck of a race. Great battle there between you and Elliott Drummond. Like I said, kind of an up and down night for the number 71, but you take home another win here in the series. Great points night. You got yourself some good stage points too, I'm pretty sure. So going forward through the season with this kind of momentum, what's the plan for the number 71?
Dude, I stick to this, and I was just telling Elliott this. It's just be patient, don't overdrive, finish the races. That's key, right? Just put your laps in, top 5 the crowd to death. If you can top 5 them, then you find yourself maybe in the hunt at the end.
Absolutely, man. Hey, I tell you what, you're showing some pretty good speed out of that number 71 camp. Congratulations on taking home another win in the series. Who we got to shout out on the 71 for making it all happen?
Yeah, thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. I want to thank you. You know, I go back and I watch these replays, and your announcing is awesome, man. So keep it up. True Sim Productions is killing it out there, and I want to thank Front Row for putting all this on, and thank Ryko for the awesome set. And that's about it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on taking home the win here tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week or in the near future.
All right, sir. I appreciate it. And congrats to Elliot and Kyle, man. Great race. Talk to you later.
And that was our race winner, Adam Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. And that was a long one, not going to lie. 200 laps around Richmond. But these guys did put on a heck of a show here tonight. Go ahead and get your race results up on screen. Not sure if anybody can hear it in the background. That is not results. That's something else. There we go. Race results are on the screen. I don't know if anybody can hear it through the microphone, but sounds like we're getting some pretty heavy storms rolling in. I hate to cut it rather short tonight, but before we maybe lose power, let's go ahead and knock this thing out of the park. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in to True Sim Productions. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to join the Front Row Esports Next Gen Cup Series, be sure to click the Discord link down below, or you can join the True Sim Productions community Discord and find their Discord link in there. Thank you, everybody, again for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to be back here again tomorrow for the Front Row Esports Dirt Series, so be sure to tune into that around 7:30, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.